Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Ball, Bucks, and Beards. I'm Jimbo Blackwell alongside Adam Epps. We're glad to be back. We took a little 2-week break, Coach, to try to kill a deer, and
we was on vacation.
yeah, we didn't kill any deer though.
We was woefully.
Well, that's a good word. You picked that up from me this morning.
Unprepared for deer season.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to get more into your deer season here.
Yeah.
In a little while.
Well, good.
Yeah. We're pretty busy. Got a lot going on.
Big tournament this week.
Yeah.
Big tournament. I've been really excited about it. If you can't tell,
Yeah,
we're sporting the
duck.
The duck.
It's the battle for the duck this week.
It is the battle for the duck. You should see the trophy. It's about this tall, and it's got a great big old.
I know, it's cool. It's about the coolest trophy I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it needs to stay in that gym is where it needs to reside for the next year.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, I hope so. We got we're filming this on Friday, so tonight we've got Portageville.
Yep.
Semifinals tonight, and
Alton Neelyville semifinals tonight. That'll be a good one too.
And then finals tomorrow night. I think the championship game's at 5:30.
5:30. Games start at 1. So you guys come out, watch some good basketball. We've had the old shot clock rolling.
Yeah, we have only one violation.
One violation, but all the games were kind of one-sided.
Yes.
So I think it'll come more into effect tonight. Probably Saturday on some of those closer games,
Especially
in the game situation.
Yeah, I agree. Down late, nobody's going to be able to sit on it for 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
And we'll
at a
have to
time.
Adjust too, because ours are used to when it gets to that time, and everybody's, of course, everybody's going to play zone.
Right.
Got
the Dons.
Don's
2-1 start.
2-1 start. Coach Dilbeck has them playing pretty good right now. Started off, beat Summersville, went down to Malden. Was down 16 and came back.
Big comeback.
And went to overtime and beat them. So, I mean, that's the first time we've beat Malden in a little while.
Yeah, that's a good win.
So that's a good win. Had a good game last night with Mountain View. They just had a kid get really hot in the second half, and we had no answer. And they come out on top. Sometimes that's how it goes. You got one kid, and he went in fuego from 3. I mean.
Well, funny thing about last night, my TV situation at the farm, DVDs, that's all I have.
He don't need much.
Yeah, he's living like a savage. Yeah. I was actually over at Pam's, and I watched my first ever Current River Broadcasting telecast last night.
Oh,
That's the first one I've ever watched. It was great. It was awesome.
I watch him all the time, man.
It was good. It was
Did Bo have any dynamite drop-ins?
Dynamite, yeah. Bo had a couple dynamite drop-ins. Yeah, Bo had a little trouble with the cough last night, I think.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
runs in the family.
I think so did Keith. Keith was, they coughed a little bit.
Me and Brad was talking about. Haygood was up there by me last night, and it's like, me and you need to sub in one of these nights on Current River Broadcasting and just get on there and give Keith and Bo a break.
Yeah.
That would be
that'd
be highly entertaining.
That would be entertaining.
I don't know how much of the game would be called. But
hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I smoked a turkey, and I know you don't like turkey.
No, I don't.
But it's good. Like, it was really good. And brined it, so basically marinated is what that is. Brined it for about a day.
The Thanksgiving we had at Jace's, we had tacos.
That's good.
That's better than turkey.
Can I finish saying what?
Oh, you have more to say?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
And then
Well, you already talked about smoked turkey. What else is there?
Well, I also made I call them deer poppers, which everybody makes them. Cut your tenderloin up, put some cream cheese and some jalapeno, wrap it in bacon.
Yep.
But I didn't grill it this time. I smoked it, which that kind of left the bacon a little fatty. But everybody loved them, but I kind of like them, cooking them a little hotter than that.
Yeah.
But it was really good. Had a good Thanksgiving.
It was a good 2-week break. Of course, we had practice most of the time.
Yep.
But,
they did get it off Thursday and Friday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Come on, man.
And before I forget, we're repping the pullovers, the River City Classic pullovers, and I've got one thing to say to you. Do you have an iron or do you have a dryer? Because the back of that shirt looks like...
Let's compare wrinkles right now, one to another. Look at the front of your shirt.
I threw mine in the dryer. It's good to go.
Mine's in the dryer, too. Mine's good
Well,
to go.
you didn't... I don't know what happened to the back.
is-
It's a good thing. It's a good thing our viewers can't see the back of that shirt
It's day 2 wearing it. Day 2 wearing it because we
without
wore it for,
washing it.
Yeah, no, I didn't wash it because I only wore it for like.
Yeah,
No, I wore it for a whole day.
yeah, and you don't
Pullovers, you can wear them more and more.
and you don't sweat because you keep it 52 degrees in the gym. So
Well, that's because the heat is
Well.
broke today in the Bill L. Wright Gymnasium. So the girls we did shoot around. They're freezing to death.
Yeah.
And you need to get off me because you wear the same pants every day. So you got your
Joggers.
No,
Joggers.
they're leggings.
They're not leggings. They're
You
joggers.
got your Under Armour leggings on.
Joggers.
So,
Joggers.
yeah.
They're in. Joggers
Yeah,
are in.
I'm glad we're back to doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. On a good note, congratulations. You got your 200th win Monday night. That's quite an
you.
accomplishment.
Took a while, but it finally got there. Sometimes you
200's a lot. That's a lot of wins.
got to just survive long enough to get to them. But
Well, so how many of those at Donovan, do you know?
139.
Good deal. That's quite an accomplishment. I told you told me, I think last summer that you had like 199.
Yeah, because I
And
was
of course
mad.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot the other night. I forgot. So when you won your 200th game, Coach Johnson and I didn't have anything ready for you.
Crickets.
Yeah, it was crickets. It's a little mad at me, but
It's fine.
but anyway, that is a great accomplishment, and congratulations on that. And
Appreciate it.
you're probably going to get a lot more than 200. Probably going to get if you know.
Lord willing. Depends how much longer we do it. But
Yeah.
I've had fun. I've had some really good teams. I got to thinking about, and we won a lot we won 20 games every year since Donovan, so that's like 6 seasons in one game. They got 139 wins, so
Yeah.
we racked them up. But I was telling you last year was at 199 because I'm still in a dark place because district championship
Notre Dame.
could have been 200.
Wouldn't that have been that would have
And
been
Kenzie
special?
Regis had a chance that game too. She could have scored 1,000 points. We
Yeah.
could have won a district, and it would have been 200 to win. So
That would
kind of took the
kind of bittersweet.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got the ammo giveaway. Coach's beef again
Yep.
today. You gonna give that away right now? You gonna wait?
Yep. We did a big buck competition, and we didn't get. By the way, and we'll get into this later. Not very many deer were killed this year, so we had one person send us a picture of their buck. And it was, I think it's kind of a tweener myself.
Yeah.
I think I let a couple walk at that size, but Bob Morrow is the winner of the ammo for shooting the nice tweener buck.
And we really hate to have to give Bob a free box of shells, but we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have got him a haircut from River City.
Oh, yeah.
River City Hair.
Yeah, you told me the other night he needed a haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be bad because I think he's on the game Saturday, so probably get to pay for that one.
We're just kidding, Bob.
So shout out also to River City Hair for sponsoring the tournament.
Absolutely.
Gary Featherston and River City Hair, they've gone all out. All the girls got T-shirts. They're putting the team up in a hotel, and they're helping us making a pretty cool event for girls basketball in Southeast Missouri.
Yeah, and I think it's got a chance to just get bigger and bigger every year.
Yep. I've already had a few teams that were like, "Hey, we're committed this year, but next year keep us in mind."
Right.
So.
And you've had lots of compliments on the gym floor.
Oh yeah.
Everybody likes the gym floor.
Yep, it's nice to
different
kind of
color.
showcase that. And even last night, the Liberty coaches come up and said, "Man, this floor is the coolest thing we've seen. It looks awesome in here."
It does.
So,
It does. And we got the new scores table.
got the new score table, which Mr. Cates and Matt, they're figuring out more and more every game, some new things on that. So
The Laura Oldham Memorial Score Table.
yep.
And thanks to all those people that donated for
Yep, I
that.
don't want to get in a list of them because there's a bunch, and I don't want to forget anybody. But it's a really cool thing, and we're really happy to have something like that in memory of somebody great that supported the teams and had a couple granddaughters she chased around all over the place watching
Absolutely.
games. So it's been exciting to kind of showcase the gym as well and have a bunch of people in there. So we're looking forward to this weekend.
And we need Donut Nation this weekend.
We need you. Yeah, we're gonna have a tough one tonight, and Lord willing, Saturday. Either way, that's going to be a tough game
Yep,
too with Alton or Neelyville.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the Donettes a little bit.
Yeah.
We're just one game in. Of course, we've been practicing since first week of November.
We're starting to practice a little bit better.
We are.
Than the way we started, and we're figuring some things out. And obviously, it's still first game, so we're still not nowhere where we need to be, but we're filling those holes in from some injuries, and we got some people stepping up, playing good, and our energy level. I think we missed a lot of bunnies, and we didn't shoot the ball extremely great in the last game, but it's the first game, and I think they're just going to get better. So,
well, I think the big keys, like you're talking about, we are practicing better, and that's the only way to get better.
Yep, and I think leaders are starting to lead a little bit better, and people are filling in roles and excited for that, because a lot of times people don't want to be a role player. Like, it's not cool to be a role player.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all we got is role players. I mean, you got to do your role for us to be able to do our thing, and people like it. People like their role.
And, it's funny. I had a girl, I got on a girl one time. She was not a very good shooter at all. Well, she goes down and shoots 2 threes in a row, and I'm like, you really don't need to be shooting that shot. And she says, well, Coach, I was open. And I'm like, well, there's a reason you're open. Because the other coach told his team you don't have to guard you.
Yeah.
So everybody's got their niche.
Yep. And we had several different people step up and hit shots the other night. I mean, we had 4 or 5 girls that all hit 1 or 2 threes. I didn't realize how many threes we hit in that game.
How many do we
I
hit?
think there's 10 of them.
Really?
Yeah. So, and there should have been 20. But, that's a different subject. But I'm proud of the way we've started, and I think it's really cool we get to start the year at a tournament on our floor. And that's instead of having to travel. And it gives us, 3 more home games as well, too. But
and speaking of travel, next week we go to Fredericktown and Mountain View Liberty.
Yeah, Fredericktown's a big game. They're probably one of the better teams in our district. They probably think they're good enough to beat us, and they play really hard. And Coach Rutzel, they run that zone, and everybody works really hard. And they got some shooters that, if they get hot, they can make things tough. And they got some good-sized bodies inside, too.
And they've got the girl back. That was their best player that tore her ACL last year, didn't play. She's back.
She's just going to get better every game. So traveling to their place, that one Monday night will be a tough one. So anybody that wants to get on the road and
to Fredericktown, we need you.
We'll definitely need you at that game for sure.
You mentioned district tournament a little bit. We're basically in the same district. The girls are.
Yeah, minus Notre Dame plus Saxony.
Notre Dame, who went to Class 6.
Yeah, I kind of called that last year. I said they're borderline.
Can I comment on Misha, or would that be?
I don't
would
care.
I get in trouble?
Yeah, have at it. It's Misha, by the way.
Yeah, it's Misha.
Misha? Yeah. Why is it elongated
Misha.
E?
Missouri. Misha.
Say it again.
Missouri. You say Missouri.
Missouri or Missouri?
You probably say Missouri.
No, I'm not from Illinois. I don't say Missouri.
Okay. Well, anyway, Misha.
Misha.
Here. That's what I think about Misha. The boys, I think, the boys? They basically in the same district.
Yeah, they have Notre Dame in theirs, though.
Oh. That's
and Notre Dame boys are pretty good this year. From what I've heard, I don't really know. Our district tournament is going to be at Kennett, which it was a close vote. So
it was Kennett or
Fredericktown.
Oh, I'm glad it's at Kennett.
So we got a little history at Kennett, so that's all right with me going back there. So try to get it at Donovan. They ain't gonna vote for us.
No, not. I think we've hosted one district in 1990. I don't know. I think 1999, maybe 1998, 1999. We actually, because back then the coaches in that district the year before had voted to rotate it every year and do it in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
And just luckily we were up the next year.
That's
Donovan.
before they changed it.
Yep. So we got to host it, and it was a neat
Misha
thing.
talked about at the meetings.
Misha.
Misha.
Yeah.
They talked at the meetings about they could go to, instead of voting where district is held, that it's automatically selected, and they
By who?
by them.
Oh.
No, listen, it gets better. Whoever has not hosted it the longest, they get it.
Well,
if they want it. And then if they don't, it goes to the next one. And then that's how they...
Are they going to put that on the ballot? Do you know?
Yeah, they're going to vote on it. So.
Well, you're voting yes, I hope.
Oh, well, yeah. But I don't know if everybody else will be voting yes.
Probably not.
But that would be cool.
All right, let's get into some hunting.
All right.
Yeah. Deer season recap. First of all, I'm going to tell you something I heard, but you're going to just... We've already talked about this a
All
little
right,
bit.
go for it.
Listen to that show on their radio station, Outdoors Live, Tommy Garner. He says, or his partner said, I can't remember who it was.
I gotta behave.
You can't comment any further.
All right.
He says that there's 3 reasons, and by the way,
I was listening to this same show at the same time.
If you say one thing,
put your finger down.
Well, I'm fired up now. I just thought about this. I'm fired up.
All right.
If you ever say again that the full moon does not affect deer movement, we're going to the dirt. Did I prove my point?
I don't think you want to go into the nursing home this early.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a conglomeration of things.
Did I prove my point? Was I right on that, on the full moon?
Did you go hunting?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But I didn't see any deer. I saw 5 deer total all year. 5 deer.
that's hard.
It was really hard. I saw a little 5-point on Tuesday, and
The devil started talking to you.
I might have raised my gun once. Yeah.
When I get in those situations, I don't even pull my gun up to look at a scope. I make sure I just look in binoculars because I don't want to be tempted.
Yeah. So anyway, on this radio show, they said that there's 3 reasons why
Full moon,
temperature was warm, and the third one blew my mind.
Yeah,
I've
me
never
too.
heard this in my
I haven't
life.
either. I'm not gonna say
Mushrooms. There
Yeah.
was so many mushrooms in the woods, and what did he say? Mushrooms
It's
were deer
deer candy.
candy. And they love it better than anything else. I have never heard.
I've never seen a deer eat a mushroom, but
I know what I
guess,
would-
I don't guess we got that much time to be out in the woods that much.
I know what I'd like to say about that comment. I can't say it on air, but I know what I'd like to say.
It don't matter what kind of mushrooms. They love all mushrooms, and it's deer candy.
Yeah.
And was a lot of mushrooms because it got wet and then hot.
Yeah. But
I don't know if it's...
I don't think in all
You want
my-
to know what I think it is? I believe acorns.
I got another reason to.
I don't think it was that hot. And I think rifle season starts in the middle of basically peak breeding, which is super lockdown.
Yeah, and plus, rifle season was a week later this year.
Yeah, and it's going to be same next year too, by the way. It'll be the
is it?
15th.
Yeah, well, that's not good.
34,000 less deer killed in Missouri this year.
Well, at my farm, opening morning, of course, there was 4 or 5 of us hunting, but usually just not only us, but all around us, it sounds like a war going on.
Yeah.
I heard 4 shots opening morning. 4 shots. It's unbelievable.
I heard a lot.
Well, I didn't.
I was in different
I
county.
knew by 7:15 that I was probably not going to see a deer.
See, how do you... This is...
Because there was no shot. Nobody was seeing deer. I mean, if you don't see a deer opening morning, something is going on.
This is important.
What?
Your mental state while hunting.
I was out there.
How important do you think that is in killing a deer or not?
Well, I mean, it's kind of important.
Because, like with me, if I get out there and I think, oh, there ain't no deer here, I'm ready to go right then.
Yeah.
It is hard for me to sit there. It is hard. And then, you ain't going to get in that 9 o'clock hour to where they start moving around.
Well, believe it or not, the first 4 or 5 mornings I sat till 11 o'clock, which is unheard of for me.
Do you have cell service?
I did.
I believe you.
I did. So Double F, we had our normal bonfire on Friday night. Good time. Had all the family out. Only deer killed, downtown Rob Brown with a 10-pointer, tweener.
Everybody, lots of tweeners were killed this year.
Yeah, it was chasing, by the way, on the first. No, on the last.
So I'll
Sunday,
take my apology.
second Sunday,
I'll take my apology.
about the rut.
Being over.
Oh, so one deer. So we see one deer chasing in 2 weeks, and the rut's still going on.
No, you heard another deer that was chasing.
Yeah, I did.
And then Freedom, one of our players that killed a nice deer.
Freedom did kill a nice deer.
On the last day, it was chasing.
Did you hear of any just like monster deer being killed?
No.
I didn't either.
There could have been, but there wasn't.
I didn't either. So you got any plans to late season hunt?
Are you going to talk about my deer season, or is it
I'm getting to it. Just relax. I'm getting to it because I'm going to get on you a little bit.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
Late season.
Okay, let's talk. Okay, you're right. Let's talk about your deer season first.
Well, first off,
Tell us the story.
all right,
You missed. How do you miss
stop it.
a deer
Stop it.
with a high-powered rifle 4 times? How does that happen?
Let's first off,
No, I'd like an answer to that first, and then you can go tell your story. How do you miss that deer 4 times?
it's just as a hunt.
By the way, standing in the middle of a wide open field, not like it was running through the woods.
I hope the camera don't pick me up crying. It was kind of a choke job.
you got the little buck fever, didn't you?
Yeah, and I don't get it, but I did. But anyway, the whole season, basically, I'm hunting right on the edge of some public, and it's an overgrown, they call it a warm season field, so that means, the grass is brown.
Right.
So it don't look like there's anything, but underneath that is it's green, and there's these little yellow-looking, I don't know what that is, little yellow tomato-looking things that grows underneath there.
Yeah, I've seen
I think they're eating those. But anyway, I seen deer every time I hunted, and I seen a couple tweener bucks. I showed you video of some of them that kind of were just working that field, going across it.
Yeah.
And but anyway, on the last morning where I was hunting in Carter County. Last morning was Tuesday. This buck that I've been after, and there's actually 2 of them that I'm after.
So you're not sure.
And
which
when he
one
came
you missed?
out, I did not know which one it was, but I thought it was this one, that we've been chasing. That's huge. I mean, and he come out 350 yards away, and it looked like a dang moose. And the sun's kind of like shining on his body, and my heart just started thumping out of my chest. Because first I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shoot at 350, and I know how high to aim and all that. But then he starts turning towards me, so I have to watch him walk from 350 all the way to around 200 yards, and I couldn't calm down. First time I tried to get the rangefinder up when he first came out to see how far he was, and it was like, and I was like, stop it. And I'm talking to myself, and then he goes a little further, and I couldn't get him in the rangefinder. And finally, I'm doing my breathing into the nose, out to the mouth. I ranged him, and he's going to take a different path and not come in front of me, and he's around 200-ish. And I said, well, I can shoot him at 200 yards. This is a layup. And I'm in my climber, and I'm about 40 foot up in the tree, and I got this. I even have a shooting rail on my climber, and I get turned to the right, and I'm a righty, so it's tough. And I get all set up, and I'm ready, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still like I can feel my eyeballs pulsing, and I squeezed it off, and he just looked around like. And then after that, I shot 3 more times, but it didn't matter because after I missed that first shot, I knew I couldn't kill him.
Did you see the deer again? Like, did you get a picture of him after that?
I've got a picture of one of the 2. One of the 2, I got a picture. Could you turn your phone off?
What's Bo? You want me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this.
Put it on speaker.
Okay, I'm gonna have to tell him.
Put it on speaker.
Oh, let me call him back. This could be good, but be ready with the mute button.
Hello.
Hey, Bo, you are on speaker and you are on.
You're live.
You're live on Ball Bucks and Beards. So, yeah, Good language. Good language.
All righty.
What's up?
Busting beards.
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all boys got some good topics?
Oh, yeah.
We're right in the middle of a good one right
Yeah,
now.
we're going to town. Talking about Coach Epps,
Choke job.
choke job, missing the deer 4 times.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you had a fifth bullet,
Yeah. I think I probably did in there. I just quit.
Dynamite drop in, Bo.
Yeah.
Dynamite drop. All right. Well,
All right.
we'll
Well,
let you.
I guess call me back.
Okay, we'll do.
Good,
All right, bye.
good grief. We have no rules here.
No.
So anyway, the second shot, he still didn't move. And then I just knew he was invincible after that, and I couldn't kill him. And then I went ahead and shot 2 more times after he got the hint and took off running. I went and looked for blood and all that. And if it was the one deer, we ain't got a picture of him since, but I didn't hit him. There's no way. But my crosshairs were like this after the first shot. There's no chance.
You were in a pretty dark place on.
Oh yeah, I'm still
yeah.
kind of there
Yeah.
because, and I think that was part of it because I hunted every day. And I passed up deer and And when you're gone from home, you feel bad sometimes that you're gone from home that long. And I was out there, and here he come, and here's your chance, and here's your opportunity, the one opportunity you want, because you don't get those very much. And by the way, this is bigger than any deer I've just about seen online that anybody's killed.
Really?
Like, this is at least a 150, and I'm pretty positive it's a 160.
Yeah. Well,
And which you don't see those very much around here.
No.
So yeah, that was it, and I wanted to just cry, and I did bang my gun getting it up into the stand, but it wasn't that. I mean, I shot it and it was a little bit low, but it wasn't. It was me. It was not the arrow.
Well, at least you got to fire your weapon. I didn't get to shoot.
And I seen deer every time too. Which,
I didn't. I did not. I saw a button buck, a 5-point, and one day I saw 3 does.
Yeah. So
After Bo had walked me 24 miles we hunted together and we walked.
anybody stand together?
No, we were sitting on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Our elbows weren't touching.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I got it. So let's talk about some late season tactics, because I still have hope. Like we talk about the mental state, I still got hope that I'm going to get around a good one. The only problem is I have no time to go until probably after Christmas is over, which would be the black powder season.
Well, our Twin Rivers tournament's over, what, the 28th?
Yeah, black powder starts 28th.
Okay, well.
So, but I like to go bow hunting, but with all the rules that MDC has, it's going to be hard to kill one with a bow because there's like another rifle season for does.
I
in
think that
Ripley
starts
County.
this weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah, so once they start to get shot at with a rifle, it's hard to get on them with a bow. And I've got some pictures. My buddy's running some cameras. I've been getting pictures, and bucks are back to grouped up,
Are they?
and they're hitting green really hard right now.
Yeah, if you got a food plot right now, you're
Well, and here's the next thing. A food plot is good, but how are you going to get to it? Because if they're on green, that means they're not bedded very far from the green, which means it's going to be hard to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably the best tactic is have somebody drive and drop you off, and then drive and bust everything out of the field to pick you back up, because they're real skittish right now anyway. But unless you can get on a ridge that's got some red oaks that are still around, because they like red oaks this time of year, because kind of the white oaks have been frosted over a few times, and some red oaks still drop.
Was there a lot of acres where you hunt?
Yeah,
Was
a
there?
lot.
I'd say we didn't have just like a bumper crop, but about a normal average.
In the Carter County area, it was like tripping on marbles. Like
Really?
you walk through and you just crunch. I mean, there's a bunch, and that's probably the biggest factor I'd say into why people didn't kill as many deer as the acorn. The acorn crop was so good, which is good for the deer.
Yeah, bad for the hunters.
Bad for the hunters.
We don't have any questions to answer this week, do we?
No, we don't got no questions.
You got any stories?
I told one that's pretty dramatic.
Which one? Missing your buck?
Yeah, missing the buck. That's pretty hard to tell. I mean, and here's the thing.
Yeah, that's not really a funny story, though. That's
I've killed big deer before. Like, I mean, with my bow from like 5 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know why it was like that. I don't know why I got that worked up.
Probably just because you had to look at it for so long before you.
And knowing that this is going to be a tough shot because in this climbing stand, 40 foot up in the tree.
You weren't in the love saddle?
No.
Love
I
swing?
did hunt in the love swing a little bit, but it's hard not to get into that old summit come rifle season because it's the most comfortable thing.
Yeah.
Now, carrying it around is a pain in the hind end. And trying to set it up quiet is you just soon throw grenades out into the field.
Yeah. I really don't. I really don't have a story either. Well, yeah, I kind of do, since we're talking about deer hunting. So, it took me a little while to kill my first deer. We're
still working on the second deer.
So to say that the first buck I killed was at this big farm, my dad's partner at this big farm. And so after deer season, a couple of my buddies, Gary Crockett and Leroy Redden, they went coyote hunting. They had coyote dogs. And of course, they don't want their coyote dogs to run deer, but they went on this farm that I killed the buck on, coyote hunting, and just every time they turned loose, deer's just busting everywhere. And Gary said, "Man, this place is a refuge for deer." And Leroy said, "Well, you knew it was. Jimbo killed one here." So I guess before we close, just remind everybody about the River City.
Yep, games start today at 4. Going to be 4 games tonight. We play at 7 o'clock, so hopefully we'll see you guys out there. Saturday games start at 1 o'clock. So championship games 5:30. Third place is at 4 o'clock. So shot clock has been good so far. I know that's been a hot topic. I've had some coaches kind of saying how many shot clock texted me, how many violations, and how does it go.
And we just had one, right?
We just have one. And, we got one of our managers is running the shot clock, but she does it every day in practice. And, I mean, it's been pretty seamless so far transition-wise. So, but I'm interested to see how that's going to play out
tonight,
especially if we get in a tight ball game.
Yeah,
because there will have to be some coaching stuff. I mean, coaches, we kind of got to be ready for that.
Got to adapt.
Yeah,
I mean,
because that's especially like today and tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you worked on that the other day in practice on what we do. You had me time how long it took to run each one of these sets. So if we get down,
right
low in the shot clock, we can run something and get a good shot.
And you can still milk a little bit of time off. The 35 seconds is a long time.
It is a long time.
You can run that to 12 or 10 and have time to run a set, So I'm excited about it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we're going to continue to do these episodes every week or if we're going to do them every other week.
Well, we'll just see.
I don't know what we're going to do. So
I don't know how good this one was, so we'll just see kind of what the,
I mean, I can go ahead and tell you if you want to know. I mean,
you're thinking
crickets.
Crickets.
We're going to be below 300 views on this.
You think?
Oh, most definitely. We got it. I mean, we ain't got no guests. Sometimes a guest hypes it up a little bit.
Well, we'll have a guest.
But maybe the people have been.
Oh, by the way, you were talking about one of the guests that you already talked to, Alex Rutledge.
Yeah.
Said he would do it.
Well, he gave me a thumbs up.
Okay, well, guess what? Guess who was at the ball game last night? You didn't even talk to him.
Who?
Alex Rutledge.
Thanks.
Bo. I talked to Bo after the game. He said, "Yeah, Alex Rutledge." He said, "I talked to Alex Rutledge up there." I'm like, "Did Coach Epps talk to him?" He's like, "No."
I was watching the game. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did have a.
Why?
I got a story. I hope nobody hears this. I may not can tell it.
Go tell it.
All right, let's do it. So I get to the game last night, and I come in the back door there by my office, park the truck. Out come these two people, and I guess they're going to smoke right there or vape right outside the door. Which is like, I get there, and I'm kind of like, we just got done with practice. I went home and ate, and just came back, and I'm like, good Lord, and the door's propped open. So the door's propped open.
And it's 16 degrees outside.
And it's, it's cold.
Yeah.
Plus, the door ain't supposed to be propped open. So I come in and I open the door and I'm unpropping it. You know me. I'm unpropping the door, and the guy's like, "Hey, guy, will that door let us back in?" And I'm like, "No." He said, "Well, here, I need to have it propped open." And he come over there by me and moved it back, and I was like, "No, man, that ain't how this works." And I thought,
Was he from Liberty or
yeah,
Donovan?
he was from Liberty.
Oh.
He was from Liberty. Bless his heart.
Big old boy.
Oh, he'd kill me if he wanted. He'd kill me.
Might not even thought about that before you.
But I was
before you unpropped the door.
I was on the verge of it anyway,
Yeah.
so it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I might just lay down and let him. But I told. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that, but
Yeah.
you know, you can't leave the door propped open.
Oh yeah,
I've just been trained.
That's the rules.
And especially if you're just going out there to, you know,
To vape.
for God's sakes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so anyway, I think that's it. But
Hopefully we'll see you again.
hopefully we'll see you.
Hopefully it'll be another one.
Might not.
This might be it.
But for Jimmy Blackwell, I'm Adam Epps. This is Ball Bucks and Beards. We're out of here. See ya.
See ya.